Ian Pyper, Senior Strength and Conditioning Coach with the English Institute of Sport and British Triathlon. Welcome to our Strength and Conditioning Training videos. This section of the Strength and Conditioning Training videos is focused on posterior chain strength. The posterior chain refers to the muscles on the back of your legs and your lower back. In most sports, these are often very underdeveloped because people have become very quad dominant through everyday activities. This is why, as part of your triathlon training, working on your posterior chain strength is very important. The first exercise in this section is a hip bridge. The video demonstrates two variations of that, a double leg and a single leg. The first one to try is a double leg hip bridge. By having 2 feet on the ground, you're more stable, so therefore it gives you the best chance of getting it right first time. To do this exercise, feet shoulder width apart, with your knees bent with roughly a 90-degree angle at your knees. What we need to do is drive through the floor, again weight through your heels, until you end up with a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Make sure to achieve this position, you're using your glutes and your hamstrings. Make sure to return to the start position, it's slow and controlled, as the number of other exercises we've looked at. The control will help with your efficiency and also your ability to absorb the forces. The pattern for the single leg movement is exactly the same, other than you just use one leg. It's important to keep your hips level, so make sure you pay close attention to where they are when you're at full extension, i.e. when you've got a straight line from your knee to your shoulder. These two exercises work on hamstring strength with a bent knee. This can be quite important when you're on the bike, but not necessarily as important when you're running. Therefore, the second exercise in this section is called an Arabesque. This works on hamstring strength and stability in a straight leg position. Therefore, we have the same hip angle, or certainly a very similar hip angle, to that of when you're running. So therefore, it's more linked to helping develop hamstring strength and stability in a more running specific position. As you can see from the video, Georgia starts with her feet shoulder width apart, leans forward hinging at the hip, stretching the opposite leg out behind her. You can put your arms out like a scarecrow for balance. As you become more confident and more stable, you can bring them in close to your chest. You can also add objects into one or both hands to help challenge you from a balance perspective. In this exercise, it's important that you reach with your heel of the foot that's behind you. This will help to make sure you activate the glutes more efficiently and also completes the exercise with a full straight line from your shoulder right through your heel. The third and final exercise in this section combines the previous two exercises in a slightly more challenging, unstable Swiss ball hamstring curl. Your start position is straight leg with your heels on the ball and your shoulders on the ground. As you pull the ball in towards you, the hips will raise, trying to maintain a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. This will be a challenge because the ball will be moving around and will therefore make sure you have to work on your stability and your core strength. The most difficult part of this exercise is as it returns to your start position. It's really important that you keep this nice and smooth and controlled, maximising the eccentric forces through the lowering phase of this exercise. The 3 exercises in this section allow you to go from an entry exercise with your double leg hip bridge and single leg hip bridge variations through to an Arabesque, which is challenging more from a single leg stability, but also still working the hamstring in a more of a running specific position. And finally to an exercise with increased levels of stability and also a higher eccentric component, the Swiss ball hamstring curl. These should hopefully try and make you more stable through your hips and around your pelvis and allow you to maintain your hamstring strength and conditioning, ideally keeping you injury free and improving performance. Thanks for watching. For more triathlon training videos, head over to britishtriathlon.org.